Have you ever wondered or have you ever asked if unsay feeling atong mga tao nga gatrabaho sa drug rehab center atong panahon ni past President Rodrigo Duterte? If you're curious, I want you to listen up to the very end because I'll be sharing to you my experience with regards to how the rehab was during Tatay Digong's time. But before we move forward, again, a short disclaimer nga kaning tanan nga ako ang istoryahan sa inyo ha is all in my experience and is not intended to replace any actual or complicated mga scenarios. Alright, so way back in 2014, I was one of those lucky people na nakasulod sa rehab center, specifically here in Cagayan de Oro, the DOH Treatment and Rehab Center Cagayan de Oro. Now, ato nga time, job order po jud ko ato no, wala pa ko'y kanang mga benefits, wala pa ko'y kakuha, but I was already kinda excited about the work, and at the same time medyo gikulbaan tungod lagi kay dili siya the usual field nga ako ang na-familiaran or ako ang na-affiliate before, because before magud ang closest thing nga ako ang ma-associate is ang ginatawag na to nga psychiatric ward. Muna na siya ang pinaka-close na ko nga ma-associate, which I also enjoy no sa pag-affiliate na ko ato. So way back in 2014, I was a job order, and ato nga time pagsulod pa lang jud nako, dito na ko nakita how things were, no? How small the center was, kay isa pa manggod ka building ato nga time. Gamay pa kayo siya, medyo karaan pa siya ato nga time, and it was like about 70 to 80 patients na nagastay nga gaparehab ato nga higayon. And I was able to see how things were, how the structure was, and how addiction was being dealt with ato nga time. It was with very few manpower. Gamay rin kaayo mi ato. The rest were permanent employees. I was one of those job orders. Gamay pa mi pud nga mga job orders nga nakasulod ato nga time. And the admission was somehow different. Kumbaga, the law ato nga time wasn't that strict because there were cases jud nga paspas kaayo ang pagsulod sa tao sa amoa, and like let's say lugar nga giapas pa ang court order or kanang dinalian ang tanan, no? We've encountered that, and basically how things were in 2014 wasn't really that defined yet. No, dili pa kayo, but syempre ga-function and ongoing yun ang rehabilitation. It was working so well, no? Now in 2016, sa ako lang ma-recall when President Duterte at that time, kay bago lang yun siya nag-start sa iyang serbisyo as a president, I personally was very intrigued kung unsaon niya pag-solve with regards to the addiction problem, because naamog ko sa center. Like I'm so aware of how these victims of drug addiction were were addicted, were somehow hyped into doing drug addiction, no, ato nga time, that kumbaga dili na wala nila na plaster ang ilang mga kinabuhi, no? Because sa rehab center magod, we tend to explore kung sa root ni nakasulod sila og bisyo, ngano naging ana ilang behavior, ngano na yung mga issue, and that is one of the very impressive thing about the rehab center, because we are able to explore kung unsa joy naa sa ato ang mga residents, no? So in 2016, very lucky pud kaayo ko na in 2016 na maximize ang center to hire more people, no? So in other words, sa 2016 nahatag ang opportunity nga mawala na ko sa job order nga list, but basically naay opportunity nga gi-offer ang permanent position, which I applied for it and I worked hard for it, and luckily pud tsada pud ang ako ang intent, wherein in the way ako pud ang isa sa mga na-absorb. In fact, it was actually a mass hiring no para sa rehab center, and ato nga time na naghan jud pud ang tao nga manarbaho na hinuon sa rehab center, and that was a good thing. It was very good because it would tell na the more people na naa sa rehab center, the more services na amo ang ma-render po na itong time. Alright? And apart from that, it has been given jud, especially I was working there as a nurse. So muna ako ang entry jud no pagsulod nako sa rehab center. And we are very fortunate jud ato nga time nga for our profession we have been trying to fight nga mo increase jud ang amo ang salary grade. No, so from salary grade 11 nisaka na siya to salary grade 15, right, which is a good thing tungod kay apart from the fact nga diba if mag-increase ang atuang sweldo, we could enjoy how we deal with our daily lives, like how we are able to like repair our house or eat food nga atuang gipangandoy sa una, and all other sorts of things na pwede nato mabuhat. And apart from that, the increase of salary grade actually helped me as well do a continuous education. So nakaproceed ko sa akong masteral, nakaproceed ko sa akong doctorate, which helped me as I go along with my career. It helped me understood what I'm capable of, the things that I could do more. Kana sila, nako na siya tabang sa ako. And apart from that, during those times from 2016 onwards, daghan kaayong training nga nahitabo wherein we understood more kung unsa day naa sa addiction ug ngano gay na consider jud siya nga problem diri sa ato ang society. It was basically or those trainings were actually a stepping stone for us no na as a field to understand why these people are having struggles pud nga mabalik or ma-normalize ang ilahang dagan sa ilahang kinabuhi because again of the cravings nga ginatry og hatag just because of the addiction problem, no? Kaka-create ang addiction sa usa ka tawo, that's why there is craving, and when there is craving, dili na proper distorted na ang pagunahon sa tao wherein he could do anything lang just for him to be able to get more drugs, no? And in a way, apart from that, way back in 2016 pod nga time, I can remember jud pod nga we were deployed in the community tungod kay sa community, although functioning man jud ang community no, but sa kadaghan sa mga PWODs no, or mga people who uses drugs, sa kadaghan nila nga ni surrender for the Tokhang, the project Tokhang, nag-need sila og manpower to assess the people nga nag-surrender kung asa sila nga category mabutang, if severe ba, if mild ba, or if okay lang, if need ba sila undergo og kanang the community-based rehabilitation, no, if intensive ba ilang community-based rehabilitation, or if pwede ra ba reporting lang sila nga ginagmay, or if severe ba ang ilang case that they would require or in a way they will be required to be rehabilitated na jud inside nga magpuyo na jud sa amo ang rehab center, no? And by the way, our rehab center is for at least 6 months, so taod-taod pa jud ang stay sa rehab center because the person needs to learn and understand the addiction problem and be able to see and accept that there is a problem, and be able to motivate himself and find means para dili na siya makabalik o dili na siya mag-relapse sa iyang addiction problem. So we were deployed at that time sa community sa lahi nga dapit no, mapalagyo, mapadrira sa amo ang local place, or mapasalagyo pa na nga dapit. We were deployed to help in the assessment of these PWODs no, kung unsa bay angay sa ilaha, and everything was actually very smooth because in a way po naka-adapt na ko sa system, naka-adapt na po ko sa how addiction works. Wala din ako ka hadlock when I deal with clients, so those things were already adjusted. And one of the other things nga ako ang ma-notice dude is that way back then katong pagsulod pa na ako in 2014, as what I've said, it was like 70 to 80 kabuk mga tao ato nga time, na rehab during the President Duterte's time. It actually increased to 150 to 180 to 190 or almost 200 ng account no sa rehabilitation. Although ang amuang center at that time was with a 50 bed capacity, but na-maximize naman no kay naaman jud gyapon may mga dorms na expand na. Daghan po may mga buildings and mga dorms and mga basically the facility itself no, daghan kayo natukod na nga mga buildings wherein na-maximize na siya nga pwede stayhan sa mga pasyente nga ga-undergo og rehabilitation. So na times 2 going times 3 ang amount or number of patients nga nagpa-rehab ato nga time. And it was a bit overwhelming kayo no kay syempre although nanaghan na lagi mi pero nanaghan po kayo ang mga pasyente. Very kanang the plate is full jud kaayo ato nga time in handling the residents because daghan kaayo sila, right? But the good thing about it is that we could actually see nga kani pong mga residents namo, especially ato nga time, they were very motivated, they were very dedicated jud nga mo lambo or mo padayon sa rehabilitation because they know and they feel nga they were wrong at some point, nga nagkasayop gihapon sila at some point, and they were very willing to change. And of course sa mga end syempre malipay jud pud mi, and we were very inspired as well to go on and to work still sa rehab center. Now apart from the facility nga ako ang gi-mention, there were also a creation of a lot of rehab centers. Naduwagan ang mga rehab centers dere sa Pilipinas. One of the highlights nga ako ang ma-recall lang jud ato nga time is that there was this creation of the mega rehab dito sa Luzon. It was intended for a mass rehabilitation no sa mga, let's say, puno na kayo sa aning lugar. They can be referred by the court to the mega rehab instead, para at least kanang dili sila maghuot no, dili sila crowded kaayo, para at least there's space for learning and controlled pud ang pag-manage ng mga tao, and of course dili pud kaayo, dili ra dali magkahawa pud og sakit if in case nga naa magani sakit nga mag-spread out no, makontrol ra siya og dali. And another milestone was the creation of the NMWRC or the DOH-TRC Bukidnon, no? It's a new rehab center nga gitukod dito sa Bukidnon, which offered more jobs, no, especially sa mga taga dadto. And it was also another facility nga pwede jud kaayo mo cater og more people para mag-undergo og rehabilitation. So that was one of the highlights ato nga time, and other rehab centers nga na-create and na-inspire pud nga mabuhat, especially for the private as well no, nga magbuhat for those people nga gusto jud magparehab or willing kayo magparehab. So those things were milestones. And apart from that, the admission was strictly defined na ato nga time. We were very compliant with the court kung sige ingon sa court o sige mandate sa court. Amo na jud siyang amo siyang gasundo na jud, although gasundo jud mo sa una no, but sa karon define na kayo ang ways of admission, nga no required na ang court order, nga no required ang court release, kano sa aming mag-inform, and why the monthly reports are being submitted, and why they need to be submitted from time to time, and on point dapat ang pag-submit no. These things are things that were well defined sa ato ang court. We were also able to point out if when ang person mahimong fit for rehab or di na siya fit for rehab. That was something that was very defined at that time, and even up to now actually. And apart from that, it was very clear jud kaayo nung there was enough budget nga gihatag jud for the rehab centers atong higayon, because let's say since majority of our residents man are indigent, ato nga time as far as I can recall is naay mga butang ato nga freebies nga ginahatag sa ila, like the uniform that they're wearing, or the toothbrush that they'll be using, or the hygienes that they need. like mga sabon, mga shampoo, kana sila gi-provide na sila atong time, no? It was something that we appreciate at that time. And of course, since we're talking about budget, dara na pud ang ato ang mga machines for x-ray, ato ang mga dental chair for cases nga na ay gusto yun magpaibot og ngipon or gusto iluwas ang certain ngipon, kana siya na provide na siya ato nga time. And apart from that, as I can recall in those times, is that reduced kayo ang relapse cases, no, controlled. Dili man jud hinuon ma-eradicate na to totally kay syempre naamad jud gihapon gadagan siya sa likod, no, but we were able to point out as per the Dangerous Drugs Board jud nga gamay ra kayo ang relapse cases sa atong gayon. Monitored properly kay ang mga tao, especially katong mga nang graduate sa inpatient rehabilitation, and it was a sign of progress, you know. Although relapse can be a normal thing for drug addiction, but it's definitely very overwhelming, and very happy kayo me to see nga very few ra gyud kayo ang nagka-relapse ato nga time. And as far as I can recall, in 2017 katong nag-Marawi siege, the rehab center was also maximized, na dili lang siya naka-focus sa drug addiction ato. We were actually maximized nga ipa-deploy dito sa nearby areas, no, nga affected sa Marawi siege. We've conducted trauma care and response and counseling sa mga tao nga naka-experience ng traumatic event or a traumatic encounter atong Marawi siege. And apart from the fact that we were able to contribute something for the incident, it's also very heartwarming and very nice to feel nga nakatabang jud pud mi sa amuang kapwa nga tao ato nga higayon. And yeah, we were maximized, we were basically deployed to help the citizens, and it was also very nice to know nga na-control ang terrorism ato nga time. I think it was in 4 or 5 months time na-control jud ang terrorism ato nga higayon. So that's something that we can be very proud of. And of course, katong 2020, katong nag-hit ang COVID, it was very surprising and very amazing jud kaayo nga we were the rehab was still functional ato nga time, although na-control jud ang ato ang admission, no, kay sa tanang area sa Pilipinas ug sa tibuok kalibutan controlled mo jud ang lakaw sa mga tao. Although everything was very controlled at that time, the rehab center was still functional. Naagya po'y mga tao nga gapa-rehab, and protocols were defined well kung unsaon pagpa-admit sa mga tao, pagpa-admit sa mga PWODs, and it was also defined kung unsaon pag-control sa infection inside the rehab center, and unsaon pag-regulate or pag-control and pag-stop if in case na ay mga PWODs, no, or if mag-outbreak ng COVID dito sa sulod sa amuang center. So it was nice nga at that time, it was very defined and it was very controlled. And it was also very evident no nga wala jud gipabayaan ang center ato nga higayon. There was still budget. It was very running, no, wherein our residents were still able to eat, were still able to make use of the proper needs, no, kanang kuryente, tubig, ilang shelter, ilang clothing if kailangan, no, kani sila gaka-provide gihapon ni sila sa center. And you know what, that's actually one of the reason po nga stay pa ko sa rehab center even up to now. And I still am enjoying what I do, helping the community, especially those who have been victim with the problem of addiction in our society. So hopefully nadala ta mo kung sa ako ang experience sa una, and hopefully maka-inspire pud ta sa uban, no, to stop taking in drugs because again walay future ani droga. Take care everyone.
Hi! Ganun ba ka sa video yung nakita karon? If so, do not forget to hit on the like, share, and subscribe button. And of course, apila na lang po ang notification bell para at least ma-inspire ko nga magpadayon og buhat sa mga ing-ani nga klase nga videos. And also, maka-reach out ta og more people na gusto ma-sober, gusto maka-prevent og relapse, also maka-control sa ilang addiction, and syempre, katong gusto og peace of mind. Alright? Again, hit the like, share, subscribe, and notification bell. Take care now.